Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ashley, and welcome to the channel. We are going to step right into this beautiful initiation, activation, galactivation. So if you want to go out and just breathe and just be in this moment as we get going here. So I'm going to just ground you guys into the golden grid so you can see what it feels like, know what it feels like, and you can do this to yourselves every day before you even get out of bed. So let's go ahead and begin to connect into the crown and your pineal gland, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. Take your energy and flow it down your legs and out the soles of your feet. And as you take it down through the feet and into the earth, go ahead and just feel the cool, dark earth around you, surrounding you, loving you, holding you, embracing you. And just keep taking your energy further and further and deeper down into the earth. And as you keep going, you're going to begin to see this beautiful golden grid, almost like a pipeline for wherever you are. And just go ahead and connect your energy into that golden grid. And as you connect into that golden grid, we're going to go even further. So just connect into that pipeline of the golden grid and then go further through the earth. And as you go further into the earth, you're going to begin to see this beautiful golden sphere of energy in the middle of the earth. As you see that golden sphere of energy in the middle of the earth, go ahead and connect into that energy. As you see that golden sphere of energy, wrap your cord around it 3 times and then connect into the energy. And as you connect into the energy, it's going to begin to come back up through your cords and coming back up through all of the layers of the earth, coming back up through the golden grids and into the soles of your feet and coming into your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your hearts, your throats, your pineal glands, your crowns. Let's connect into the sun above. And as we connect into the sun above, we're connected as above, so below. Let us go ahead and begin. Dalamakete esinamantru yerkoyeti isanai. Galayati isinamandruati isanai trikairukanama ade. There's already a Native American chief coming through. As he's coming through, he switches over. He is embodying Isis as well. So I'm seeing the golden wings of Isis. He's a older native elder. He switched me over to buffalo calf woman and the white buffalo. Prophecies being fulfilled. Prepare yourselves. Cinemalapati is in a mere quater is an air quarter is in a maputu is in a required ihirama adai, Sirbicardi at the Elakayerekanama adai. Kilamiaputi is in a mere is an iter coeti is in a meaputu is in a madre required Elkinama adai. Kilabati is in a meaputu is in a meaputu is in a matru required is in a matre rekanama adai, Cinemalacarti is an eye. Alakoti is an eye. Cinemalapati is in a Trakaya is in a matre rekanama adai, Sirbila quite is in a mapati is in a rekanama adai. Seeing white buffalo calf woman coming up with the white calf right now. Kolokada esini cinemala odi esina rekanama adai. She's got a medicine pouch and the flute. Alakodi esanai. Cinemalapati elkanama adai. Cinemida yerikanama adai. She's playing a melody now. Kolakidi esina the elaquate esina rekanama adai. I'm gonna see if you can hear the melody in your mind right now. I hear it. It's like a wake-up call is what I'm getting from the flute being played. And then they keep switching me over and showing me the Native American elder putting his hand like this to you. And as he's putting his hand to you, you're putting your hand to him like this. And it's almost like there's like a ripple effect happening as both of your hands touch like that. It's like a ripple effect. That's like almost like water, you know, when you touch water and it ripples out. She's bringing out her medicine patch now. Saying you're all a part of the prophecy for a new and better earth. Show me a hawk on her shoulder. You're gonna want to get more in tune with nature. Go look at the that's where your medicine is. Look at the as she opens up the medicine pouch. Whenever I look in, it's like I see herbs and things in there, but then like as I look in further, I just see nature. Like I just see woods, trees, and all the things. I look at the like what are the needle trees? Pine trees. I'm seeing like pine needles in there. Like lavender in there, but like at the I'm seeing tree sap. What is it? Like pine sap. Nature's gonna be where humanity needs to heal. Walk in the lands. People are going to be searching and seeking for more peace, and that's where you're going to be able to find it. The internet waves, the 5G, everything that's in your buildings, in your apartments, in your homes. It's creating an energy that you find peace here whenever you're out there. And I can attest to that. As soon as I get out of here and go out past city limits, it's freeing in my mind. These waves are very constricting. I probably shouldn't be saying this here, but oh well. They're very constricting on the mind. Look at the in the body. Just show me Isis just dipped right down with her wings. Just flew right in. The Pleiades sisters too have been here for the last few days, and they're walking in to embark around you. Holding their hands around you. Bringing in the star energy. Seeing codes coming in from their pineal glands into the middle. You're sitting in the middle, and they're projecting out these star codes into each of you as you sit in the middle. They're focusing on the crown, the pineal gland, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Down into your body. Activating you, but I'm seeing your DNA activating. Seeing your cells of your body actually lighting up with light. You be free from all sickness, all this other stuff that harms you. Work on your cells. You tell your cells. Show me a beehive. I look with the Isinimiyati isine ukwati isinema butu isinai durukwati isinema durukwati isinema through adai. We're going to bring in the frequency of the bees with 500 hertz in your pineal gland right now. Let's just feel that for a second. Bring in that frequency. And then bring the beehive all the way up and around your brain. Turquati isinai. Terabiata Erikinabayata Isinemia Turquati isinai. Senamarabati isinai, Wakayata isinai, Wakaya, Senemia, Terhikimarai. bringing that frequency. I would encourage you to listen to the bees buzzing on YouTube. Even if you don't like bees, it's the energy behind it is very healing. I would encourage you to honor the bees, to be honest, if you don't like them, but like you can still not like something and be in honor of it, you know. But without them, so much would not run. Kala hete isinamia pote isinai erukayati hisinama de kinama ada sirbakoeta isinai elakaya elakia lakinama ada isinimila pote isinai ueji ishinama yerukinama ada Grabate isinamia pote isinai dirikinama ada. We're going back to the buffalo calf woman that requete isinai. She got her big buffalo that over. Dalakweti etene dirikinama ada. I keep thinking rawhide for some reason, but look where the SNI. Cinemala, but the SNMI, Erkida, Alkudwa, the SNMI, but the SNI, the Yerikinama Adai, Cinemia, Yerikinama Adai, New Atlantis, Salak of the SNI, Erikinama Adai, but I keep hearing Goloka, the SNI, Cinemala, at the Cinema, Tika, Erikinama Adai, activate now, Gala Yerikinama Adai, Cinemila, Yeshanama Yerkia, the Cinema, Erikinama Adai. Cinemala, the SNI, Elika, the cinema, Dala Yerkia, the SNI, Yerikinama Adai. Cinema body is cinema Yerakima Ada, cinema, the SNI, body is SNI, cinema body is cinema, Galakia, Yerakima Ada, whatever body is SNI. A cinema kid of Kota is cinema, but the is cinema to Yerakima Ada, cinema Kata is SNI, Chiriquet is cinema to Irkima Ada, Kalabati is cinema to Yeroquet is cinema, but the is SNI, Urika, Yerakima Ada. Kala, but the cinema, Tirico, the Isanai, Tirico, the cinema, but the Isanai, Erikinama Adai. They just showed me a temple. I've never seen this temple before. It's very galactic. It doesn't look like anything that would be built here. It's very energetic. It's almost like the pyramids of there's these crystal pyramids from Atlantis that we work with, that I can see and work with, that you guys, I can put you guys in, we can activate that now. But like here at the SNI, Erikinama Ade activating the rose, I like with the SNI, Cinemala Erikinama Ade, so these crystalline pyramids, and there's like the etheric rose with the energy that we can bring down. But they show me the temple is it's much like very energized, it's very light and gold. It's like gold, but then it's got this very powerful light up and around it, and it's like nothing, it's very massive. Okay, at the Isana, it's not like it's just very big and it's very beautiful. Look at the Isana at the Isana Irkunamadi. It's like somewhere God would be housed, like Zeus. Look at the Isana up at the Isana. Cinemalaya the Isana Irkunamada, Sidabakalak of the Isana. I look at the Isana, the Isana. Cinemalai, Urikare, Irkanama Ade, Cinemalai, Irkanama Ade. Sedona has been calling here recently, and when I went through Sedona, it's like I saw nothing but the homes of the gods. Like it was the most bizarre. I couldn't even see the rocks, or the places. I just literally saw the home of gods whenever I was riding through. I was just like, no, this is so magical. Like these are not just your ordinary land. This is everything. And this is where on April 4th last year with the eclipse, I was in Sedona doing a little small retreat, and I saw when we were doing divine feminine, masculine, holy union within. That was what that whole retreat was about. And activating that within. And I was sitting up on one of the mountain places, one of the red rocks, and I'll never forget, I literally looked out on the day before the eclipse, so I guess it would have been the 3rd, but I saw this rip down, because we were looking out and it looks very picturesque. Like when I looked out, it just didn't look real. I was like, God, it looks like I'm just looking at a picture right now, like a long picture, you know? My eyes were just like seeing it like that. And then like Spirit like showed me this rip just going down, and I just thought, oh God. And then it was just like this blank energy. I was like, oh dear. It's just very wild to see. And I know there was a huge shift in energy that happened that weekend with the eclipse. That eclipse did a number on us as a collective and our world at large. It was quite inspiring, because then the work that we did was so beautiful. I mean, not that I did. I'm literally just a vessel, just doing whatever they need me to do. But the work that they did was just absolutely incredible. And the next morning, I'll never forget, I woke up and I was just laying there, and I'll never forget, like, Horus was sitting right at my bedside and handing me this energy. And then I closed my eyes again and looked, and it was like Jesus like this, just like with his arms stretched way out. And then him like walking the collective up in a spiral. Like, it was so empowering and powerful to see that the work that we are all doing is absolutely, like, most people don't even know. Like, my clients that went didn't even know what they were doing. They're just bumbling along, you know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but most people aren't conscious and aware of the work that we are doing internally, externally, for the collective. And it's like, you don't know how powerful just your energy is just being in a certain place in space. So that's why I want to take people with me on these adventures, so that, you know, especially if you're called to work, you know, with me, you just step into your highest timeline. Dalokweta asanai sanamalai hete isane irukinama adai. Yeah, and they're showing me one of the red rocks, and I kid you not, I was looking at it. It was the courthouse, and on the corners of each courthouse, I saw statues, like Egyptian statues. Like, obviously it's cut off. It's been getting the word mutilated, but it's been obviously chipped and like messed up or whatever. But I don't know. I could just see like these Egyptian statues carved into the red rocks on each corner of this one courthouse rock. And I just, like, I don't know, it's just so wild there. But like, definitely influence of Egypt all over. And of course, I mean, Osiris and all of them didn't just go to Egypt. They went to Mexico. They went to all over the world. Of course they came here to America, which wasn't America back then. And so many things have been taken, you know, from this land. And for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. As long as we're moving forward and we know the truth in our heart, it doesn't matter. As long as you keep evolving, keep moving on with your life. Feeling so much love for you right now. And these great masters and teachers that are on the planet right now, we're going to start going to these very special places that have been unlocked. It's going to unlock you more and more. Some came to be teachers and channels and all this stuff. Some came to be tarot readers. Some came to be, you know, activators, initiators. Some came to be key holder or are key holders. Some people came to, you know, be grid workers and all of these things. Like, every one of you has, especially if you're here, because God won't. Not saying I won't ever get bigger or whatever, but I just have such a heavy target on me because of the work that I do, that I know they keep many of us very under wraps, though not out of we're out of harm's way to a degree, but we're definitely a target. And to be expected, you know, if you've had a system that's been going for so long, and then all of a sudden all of these beings are here to come after, not even come after the system, just see the truth of the system and see how enslaved people actually are. And they're extremely threatened by that. Especially if they believe in power and control. That is an illusion. But this whole thing has been running on illusion. Everything that has happened in the 3D matrix in this system is going off of somebody's illusion. Somebody created all of this for us to live in. Somebody wanted us to be in an apartment building like this. Somebody created this system to where we couldn't get out of this, you know what I mean? To where we made just enough to survive, but not enough to get out of our matchbox, you know what I mean? We make just enough to not be able to think for ourselves, move for ourselves, and do big things for ourselves, you know what I mean? That's what I believe somewhat of the, I don't know if it's revolution, but I believe a lot of this is learning to think for yourself to get out of the situation that you're in. You know, you want to open up and expand so that you can think for yourself, so you can heal your money wounds, heal your ancestral wounds, because we are stepping into times where all of this old world stuff is not going to, it can't go with us. You know, we can't keep living like that. Though I have my thoughts about what life will look like, we don't know. I know what I want my life to look like, and I know how I want to feel, and I know how I want to feel day to day, and how I want to move on this planet. But that's all I can attest for. I cannot attest for how you want to see the world, because you're going to see the world much different than I see it. You might want to see a world where everybody's dancing and making art and, you know, having fun and doing all their stuff, and we're trading instead of paying with money systems. Or you may want to see a world where, you know, whatever, you're still working, you're still doing your job. Whatever it is, that's what you're going to see. You know, there are places and spaces where people are just trading, you know, and living off the land, and dancing and doing art and healing and, you know, just trading. There's so many, you know, it's whatever cup of tea you want to enjoy. Like, it's out here in the world, and I guarantee whatever that is, you can find it on this planet. Like, whatever you want to be or do, somebody's already doing it somewhere out here, and there's probably a group of people you can join in to do it with if you want. So, I mean, these systems, this right here, with the, you know, so many people, because it's so hard to wake up and it's so hard to do this work, this inner work. That's why I'm so proud of each and every one of you, because this is intense work that we have to do, especially if you've been chosen to wake up. You know, people always talk about the chosen. It's like, well, you just chose to wake up. So if you chose to wake up, that means you are chosen in a way to continue to wake up. You can't just stop and get off this path, unless it's extremely painful if you try. Just put it that way. But it'll kind of force you back on your path. But if you are able to wake up and do the work, you know, I think everybody's going to have to make the choice at some point here soon to wake up, and or, you know, I think it'll just be really painful if you don't make the choice to wake up, because so much darkness is being released and transmuted. So many people want to be loved. You want, that's your initial state, that's your initial frequency, is love. It's pure love. You've never seen a baby come out and go, I hate you, you know, and feel just such immense hate. You know, it comes out and it's just like so happy. That's the love. That's the ball of light. That's what we all want to be at the end of the day. There's just so many blocks and things in the way of, like, it's easier to stay mad. It's easier to stay in hate. It's easier to be angry. It's easier to judge. It's easier to stay in ego. Of course it is. Of course it's easier to blame everybody else. But what started to heal me from the very beginning was I just looked at me. I didn't look at my family or anybody else that I thought harmed or hurt me. I didn't look at any of them. I just went so far deep into me and, like, who am I, and what part did I play in my own pain? What choices did I make that got me to this point right here? What choices could I have made differently? What did I do? What me, you know, and it sounds very selfish, but it was like, if I didn't shift and change for me and figure out where I went wrong, then I would not be able to be here in a better position to help. And you'll get so far on your path that you start to look around and you go, damn, like, had they not made different choices, I wouldn't have gone through all that pain. And so it's very interesting, you know, it's you have to really find forgiveness for a lot of things on this path. Alakwati isanai. Kalamia put the isnamia the isanai to the Irukima Adai, should have the isnay, Irukina Adai, Sinamia the isanai, Cinemalabati isnamia, Rubialikima Adai, Sibialikima Adai, Sibia the isanai, Ugai Irkima Adai, Sibikalaki the isanai. Cinemalabati isnamia, Rukunama Adai, Sibikalaki Irkma Adai, Cinemile other isanai, Urkalikinama Adai. Although quite the isinema of the isine, Irkinima Ade, show me white buffalo calf woman again, to quality isinema, but the isinema, the Rakita isine, Irkude, Kinema Ade, Cinemile, the isine, the Kinema Ade. You're asking me to start over again, so I'm going to start this over, and I love you all so much. Bye.